Hello. So this is my first video. It's kind of unofficial. I have been wanting to do YouTube for a long time, and of course everyone probably doesn't know who I am. My name is Evie, and I am unofficially a public speaker. I have a blog called To All the Beautifuls. I will be putting it in the description box below. You can like, subscribe, share, all those things. I just kind of want to give an unofficial introduction, give you a little bit of my background. I am from New York, Staten Island, New York, and I moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in December of '97. So I have been here since I have been 10 years old. I am 32 years old. I will be 33 in June. Had to think. But yes, I am. My blog is mainly about different epiphanies that I've had growing up. I was a drug addict, alcoholic. I like to reach out to women and girls in regards to the issues that I have gone through and the things that God has shown me in regards to just keeping yourself. You don't have to necessarily make the same mistakes that I have. Just a little bit of a backstory. When I was young, I was always socially awkward. I would want to be how everybody else was. I wanted to experience life. I wanted to be all the things that I thought that I should. I didn't really have any friends growing up. The friends that I did have, I had to fake it till I made it because I feel like their lives were amazing. And I pretty much lived a double life. So one way I was one way at church, the other way at school. And when I turned 18, I looked at myself in the mirror actually and said that I wanted to have sex. I wanted to be in a relationship. I wanted to do drugs. I wanted to do everything that was holding me back, I thought. So literally 2 weeks after my 18th birthday, I met up with a guy. 2 weeks after that, I lost my virginity, and 2 weeks after that, my parents told me I could no longer live at the house because I was doing all the things that was not conducive to a safe household. So I wound up living with my boyfriend, and it lasted 4 months, but it brought on a whole hardship that literally turned my life upside down. It was a very hard life, and I'm grateful for the grace and the mercy of God because not too long after my 19th birthday, I had gotten into a really bad car wreck at the Tulsa transit bus. I was downtown, and it was raining really hard, and I was riding with a group of friends at the time, and we couldn't see 2 feet in front of us because the raining was so hard. It was thunderstorming, and a friend of mine in the back seat, she yells bus, and the bus hit the passenger side, which was where I was sitting, and it spun 3 times and hit a pole. Everyone had life-threatening injuries except for myself. I was told full well that, I was probably going to have some injuries, and because I was like, I'm fine, I'm totally fine, I'm fine. And the doctors were like, you're fine now, but in the morning, it's going to be another story. So, excuse me, it's kind of hot in my car. So, long story short, I winded up uh, telling um, them that I was fine, and I kind of decided that I was staying at my brother's house. He wanted me to live there because he was just kind of like, want to make sure that you're safe. So I told him I was going to stay there for 2 weeks. I winded up staying there for some time. He wanted me to sleep in the bed, and I was like, no, I'm going to sleep on the floor because I was always one of those weird people that like to sleep on the floor. So I went ahead and I slept on the floor. My brother woke up, and he was just like, are you okay? Like, he was like, for sure I was going to be in pain. And I got up, and I was like, I'm fine, not knowing. Fast forwarding, I think I was like 24, 25 whenever God told me, he was like, that day you were supposed to die. Like, and that was my death sentence. And definitely the prayers of my parents and the prayers of my family, it really came through. God definitely had his hand on me. So just some things that I kind of wanted to give an introduction on. And it's also like some of the stories on my blog, and I'll be sharing some of those things too. One of the fun things I like to do is I love to write, which is I have a blog. I really do like to share my stories. I love to cook. So maybe one of those times I'll go ahead and share a cooking video and all that other stuff. I'm not really good at cosmetic or hair or anything like that. I just like to talk, and I like to share some knowledge that God gives me. So this is my informal introduction. You'll probably see a lot of videos in my car, so just get ready for that. Yeah, thanks.